What is happening? I am making this video to address mostly Justin Roiland, but in general, celebrities who go too far with their kinks, with the they have the power. That's the thing, is that they get the power, and then they have people who want to be a part of it because they are celebrities, so they just want to have that experience, um and they throw themselves at celebrities, and so you have power. And a lot of these people that are getting in trouble right now, like R. Kelly, Puff Daddy, Justin Roiland, they're like, I don't want to mention fucking Bill Cosby because that's some next level shit. Um, but when you're given power, especially if you're like not the most handsome guy, and then all of a sudden girls are coming to you, and you can do different things, and you can invite, you can start swinging and all that kind of stuff. So specifically, I just want to address Justin Roiland because R. Kelly's in jail. He's the king of pop. Puff Daddy's facing his charges. We're going to see what happens with that. Um, but Justin Roiland has been canceled, and I say unfairly, because I should put a warning on this video that it's not safe for work, and it's not safe for me, because people are either going to hate it or love it or think I'm into some fucked up shit, which I'm not. I've never done anything illegal with a girl. Hand to God, Jesus Christ. Um, so Justin Roiland, he's in the creative business, so his mind is always thinking of weird things, and that's the more creative probably is the more perverted, because then they just fucking can go off in all different directions. And then you mix that with power, and possibly, I don't know, like, not knocking you, Justin, like, you're a decent looking guy. I'm not interested myself. I'm also not gay, but I want to say, like, no homo. You're a decent looking guy. Um, but you give somebody who hasn't, um, you know, once you give them that celebrity, they have an opportunity to exploit that with fans, and that's what he was doing. He was messaging people. Tinder gives weird ages and stuff. Uh, I'm on Tinder, and I'm like, fucking, I know I lied about my age, just being real. So there's a lot of people, there's some girls that are lying about their age and saying, I'm 24 when they're really 18, and stuff like that. Who knows? But the thing is, the fact of the matter is, I've done the research, and the problems that he had was with messaging girls who are underage, but he didn't like he didn't solicit them or uh, meet them. He was very clearly only interested in girls who were adult age. And everything I've read, there's a big, if you want to see the news story that led to his canceling, it's called ABC News. Look it up. It talks about all these different girls, the girls who came over for a threesome. And he talked to her parents about, what's your intentions with my daughter? And the dad still let her go. Um, but I think a lot of it actually had to do with the girl he was dating at the time, because if you can read into what was going on, he was asking a lot of the girls that he was propositioning. He was saying, "Are you interested in threesomes with a girl?" Because I think that the girl was his girlfriend was bisexual, and I know there's at least that one, the one girl I just mentioned. There's at least that incident, but I don't know all the details of everything. And of course, there's more things out there that haven't been revealed. But there's only one thing that's questionable, which is there's a girl who um, was doing porn, and she met with him, and she's an adult. She's not like 18, 19. She's an adult of some age. The age isn't even an issue in this one. The She asks him to take her to the mall, and she's asking him to buy clothes for her and stuff. So he takes her shopping, and then he invites her back to the hotel. And I mean, they've already talked about like her selling him porn. So she just kind of like felt obligated. And then she was like, it was like buyer's remorse after. And she texted him and she's like, "Oh, I know it wasn't black and white, but I wasn't quite okay with what happened." And he's like, "Dude, sorry, like, wrong signals. Nothing was really said. It wasn't black and white. If it was black and white, she would have said, 'I don't feel comfortable' or something." Um, so, anyways, there's that. And you know what? The point of this video is not to fucking make me famous. I don't want to fucking blow up on TikTok and be like, "Oh, here's the guy who's fucking promoting fucking pedophile and shit like that." And then another thing, Drake's not a pedophile either. A pedophile, by definition, is like it number one. Uh, you know what? There's laws. There's laws in your fucking state. Set the fucking law. Change the law. If you want to fucking make it 18 to have sex, make it 18. If you want to make it 20 to have sex, 20. If you want to make it illegal to have sex out of marriage, do that too. Do it in your fucking state or your province, and shut the door on that. So there's no fucking Drake's no pedophile. Justin Roiland is not a pedophile. He messaged girls, maybe sometimes accidentally. Who knows if that girl that he was with, she could have had his phone and said, "Hey, are you into chicks?" She could have been on his Tinder. She accused him of locking her up, kidnapping. Do you think that this fucking guy? Oh man, I'm getting a little bit mad right now. Okay, think of this situation. This guy signed like a 10-year, 10 fucking episode, 10 episode, 10-year contract. I think it was like 70 episodes. So 70 seasons of fucking Rick and Morty. He's blowing up. He's fucking huge. He's super creative. He's fucking killing it. And then this girl says that he kidnapped her at the end of the relationship or whatever. I don't want to knock her if her claims are valid. It was dismissed because there was no evidence, but I do know that those are some things that people can do at the end of a relationship to be vindictive. And she essentially got him canceled along with other stuff, because that's where it started, was, oh, he's been charged with this stuff. But come on, man. Like, you're that successful. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Anyways, man, Justin, shout out to you, man. You're fucking incredible, and everybody wants you to come back to Rick and Morty. And that's the point of this video. I can't get fucking R. Kelly out of jail. I don't even know what he did because I didn't watch that shit. I didn't watch Finding Neverland. I don't need to fucking hear shit about gross stuff, just like I don't watch horror movies. Like, I see a little bit here and there, and I don't watch violence. If I see something on YouTube, somebody getting beat up or something like that, I'm really not down, and I try to avoid it. So I haven't seen Finding Neverland. I haven't seen Surviving R. Kelly. Um, you know, I'm not watching these things. And I was listening to Michael Jackson today, man, and I'm hoping that I'm right, that he's a good person and had nothing to do with any kind of harm to young children. So, fuck. I'm defending everybody. Kells, I love you. You're fucking king R&B, bud. And Puff, I don't know, man. You had too much power. You had too much power, bro, and that's it, man. Sometimes you get power, and it's a curse. Um, Justin Roiland, man, fucking uncancel yourself. Louis C.K., uncancel yourself. Bill Cosby, go fucking go die in a river. Fuck, dude. Sorry for saying that. He's hilarious, but I think that the shit he did, if you were unconscious and someone had sex with you, and we know that it's true, this Harvey Weinstein fucking Bill Cosby shit, it's fucking next level fucking garbage. Um, but whatevs, man. God is. I believe that God is real, and in one day we're gonna have to stand before Him for our actions, and then at that time, you know, they, God will let us know if we did something wrong. I imagine, or we'll be welcomed into heaven. So this is fucking 10 fucking minutes of an unplanned video. I just got sick of seeing all these Facebook fucking posts for Rick and Morty's coming back. Right now, today, it's 20 days away from the next season. I don't give a fuck, man. Like, I'll watch it. Don't get me wrong, it's like still a 5 at minimum. It's 5 out of 10. But when it was with Justin, minimum 8 out of 10. Was just fucking killing it. 9 out of 10. Some episodes, total recall. Fucking dude, Morty Night Run, Me Seeks Destroy, a wicked thing this way comes. Freaking just so many. And like the ones where it was like interdimensional cable, Rick's D minutes, dude, fucking next level improv genius shit, man. And it'll never get touched without Justin. You have actors who aren't even that good of actors. I'll tell you what, the Rick actor is doing a fine job of uh, delivering the character. The Morty one is not, and there's a lot of lacking of improv, which was what Justin did. He created the fucking show, man. He's literally Rick and Morty. He's fucking poopy butthole. He fucking brings the shit in and walks in the room and says, uh, dude, I'm not gonna do a voice, but he's like, I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. And then he smashes the package, man. And there's a lot of people out there who don't understand what was going on at the office and shit. They're like, oh, Justin didn't show up for meetings. Dude, Justin fucking was killing it in the booth. And they're like, oh, Justin drank. No, Justin drank one time because Dan Harmon asked him. He said, get fucking rickety drunk, rickety wrecked for this Vindicator episode. So Justin did it in the booth, and they had cameras there, and everything else is just people speculating. Oh, he didn't show up for work, all this, all that. And they're like, oh, he put a camera on a fucking like a GoPro on a little RC car and drove it, and he wasn't showing up for meetings. Yeah, those were fucking skits, bud. There's a hilarious skit where he's racing around like fucking interviewing people on the RC. People are seeing his jokes and thinking that the stuff that he was doing as a joke was real, or that he was actually drinking during recording sessions. And no, if you could look into it, actually, you can see a lot of stuff of him being very professional. And you know what? Go back and look at Doc and sorry, I'm getting a little heated here. Go back and look at Doc and Marty. You know how it started. Go look at him in doing the court case where he rips the judge, and he plays all the characters, and he's the judge and he's the guy talking back to the judge. Oh, you can suck my judge. That's 10 years. That's 20 years. That's 30 years. Like, and this guy's just going off in this real life court case, and he kills the whole transcript, man. He's He's hilariously funny, and he's hilariously creative, and he should come back and he should take over Rick and Morty, or bring on a new project, man, because there's a lot of people on board, and he's extremely creative, and his humor is hilarious. Um, and that's it. Holy shit. I guess that's it. Now we upload this to YouTube and wait for the hate to come in. Anyways, guys, hope you're hope you're well, and I don't think it's gonna change anything to post this video out there. Every time I post something on a Rick and Morty page on Facebook and say bring Justin back, or I support other people that are saying for it. Um, I would love this video to do that, to bring him back. I love that show. And you can actually look at an example of Dan Harmon, who was fucking kicked off of Community. And then they go, oh shit, no, maybe he was pretty important. And they fucking brought him back. And this is Dan and Justin's show. And I would say it's Justin's baby. And Justin was the soul of the fucking show. Maybe Dan is um, a literary um, savant. I don't know. It just seemed like the whole fucking thing, everything clicked. I know about how Justin was a little bit mad when Dan brought in new writers, a lot of people from Community and stuff like that, people he didn't know, and and uh, and kind of felt like he was pushed out of the creative process. So that's another thing, and another reason why he recorded a lot of the stuff he did at home, and that is what a lot of voice actors do. Look at Seth MacFarlane. He's working on this. He's working on that. He's doing 20 voices on two different shows, or he's on that knockoff Star Trek show as well. I don't know when it got canceled, but I assume it got canceled. Um, do you know what I mean? That's all a person needs to do. Mila Kunis is not fucking coming into the office and doing her shit. She's most likely got a little booth at her house and delivers her Meg, Family Guy, at her home in her own comfort, which is what Justin was doing, and he shouldn't be knocked for that. And anyways, that's fucking enough, eh? 17-minute video. There's one more thing I guess I wanted to say because I've seen a lot of stuff. Okay, one more thing to say. Um, Dan Harmon, somebody said, I saw it today, pedophile. I'm so fucking sick of this word. I'm so fucking sick of it. The fact that somebody says it, every time you say like um, a bad word, like or the the sexual assault, like you say a bad word, your mind goes to, well, what is that? You know what I mean? For a second, if I say somebody gets punched in the head, you think about being punched in the head. So stop fucking talking about it, especially when it's not true. And don't fucking accuse people that there's no basis for. The thing with Dan Harmon is that they used to have this thing, and Justin was a part of it too. It's called Channel 101. They made up these fucking skits, and there's this one skit where Dan comes over and he has sex with a fucking uh, a doll, and it's supposed to be a baby. Dude, it's just fucking, it's stupid. And who, it's like the biggest regret of his life, I imagine. But it has no basis in what somebody, it's just somebody being a jackass and trying to take it to the next level and be like, oh, I'll do that. You know I mean, there's a story about Chris Farley where fucking Jay Moore is like, oh, whatever, like, why don't you take a shit out the window? And Chris Farley's like, yeah. He was in a New York apartment building, and he fucking went and fucking took a shit out the window. Like, dude, it's like not. Sometimes you just, to be great, you make mistakes because you shoot things that um you shoot shots, you take shots that have never been taken before, um, and um, and sometimes they're regrettable. I certainly wouldn't take myself having sex with a doll, but that's something he did. But it means nothing. Uh, it's a skit. It's a skit. You know, the difference between make believe and movies and fucking comedy and shit. So anyways, defending Dan Harmon, even though he's my man who got who got my boy tossed most likely. Big part of that was Dan carrying on without him. Um, but maybe you can reconcile, or if you can't reconcile, maybe you can just have Justin do his lines at home, or you can fucking bring in. Who knows, man? But you know what? You never say never, and people can be uncanceled. Chappelle was uncanceled. I hope Louis C.K. is very fucking soon uncanceled. Um, and I fucking hope Justin Roiland is uncanceled. And I wish that he would bring his his absurd comedy back to Rick and Morty, which was like pretty much like the best show ever created for a while. It was pretty amazing and smart. Um, this is a fucking long video. Wasn't expecting this. Anyways, my name is Max Clough. I want to be an actor, and please share this video and make nice comments about me because I'll read them. I'm not really like I'm not really like an actor. I'm on something called Backyard Broncos right now, which is a bunch of guys, you know, five guys get together and we drink like the Trailer Park Boys, go into the alley like King of the Hill, and we fuck with people who are trying to sell their cars for too much, or sometimes sometimes we'll sell some stupid shit. Like we'll buy a car, a nice car, and then take a picture of it, post it online, and then cut the roof off, and then have the people show up and be like, "Dude, yeah." So we do some shit like that. That's me, Big Max, Big Max Clough. Okay, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. That's just me. I guess I'm just saying we don't know everything about being a celebrity. We can't assume too much, and we should be careful about accusations, and we should be careful about facts. We should base our opinion on facts, and a lot of the stuff we get is just actually from second hand. It's, you know, the news. We look at something and we go, oh, there's something wrong with Justin Bieber because the news, you know, is saying so, or he whatever and whatever. But you probably don't know Justin Bieber. You probably don't know. Maybe there's something else going on. Maybe somebody just died of cancer and he's feeling low for that. Like celebrities are people too. Um, Holy shit, man! Who else do I gotta defend? Send me your problems and I'll defend you. So that's it. That's it. I gotta fucking end this video. Um, Peace and love. Uh, peace, peace to the world. Thank you for watching.